Calligraphy holds a unique place in some cultures and regions, such as East and West Asia. In these cultures, the importance of language and literature makes this a special place. The reason is that language, literature, and writing are the barriers of identity and national values, and are deeply rooted in the lives of people and across social strata. Muslims originated in the 7th century and dominated much of West Asia until about 2 to 3 centuries later. Islamic culture, on the one hand, competed with Byzantine pictorial and visual culture, and on the other hand, was a neighbor and companion of ancient Iranian culture, which had a rich history of administrative systems, language, and scripts, as well as advanced teachers and scribes. Therefore, the prominent Muslim historian Ibn Nadim of the 9th century AD introduces the Sassanid Iranians to 7 different kinds of scripts and 14 font types. Hence, Islamic culture was more inclined towards Iranian civilization in the struggle for this competitive atmosphere, and chose a different path from Roman pictorial culture, and thus turned to art forms like calligraphy and book decoration. Iranians contributed especially to the creation of Islamic calligraphy, the invention of many scripts, and the peak of Islamic calligraphy's aesthetic standards. As Iranian calligraphy developed with the invention of ta'liq, nasta'liq, and shikast nasta'liq over the centuries, new trends such as naqashi khat or painting calligraphy began to emerge. Naqashi khat, the result of the confrontation of contemporary Iranian painters with the art of traditional calligraphy, has a rich historical background in Iranian arts. Historically, graphical interaction with writing and calligraphy existed from the 9th and 10th century AD in the Neyshabur pottery in eastern Iran to the development of shaped scripts under the Safavid and Qajar rulers. In the modern art of calligraphy, contemporary Iranian artists add traditional calligraphy to their paintings through a variety of methods. As a result, a wide range of calligraphic artworks has been created, and prominent artists have been introduced to the world stage. As I experienced the atmosphere of calligraphy art, I also created artworks with different tendencies and ideas. Some of my works held a strong focus on classic scripts like nasta'liq, while others preserved the original East Asian style of calligraphy. Islamic calligraphy focuses on the precise execution of geometrical shapes and a good control of the pen on paper. Furthermore, the placement of specific words in the overall composition is important. But in the calligraphy traditions of East Asia, we are more confronted with an expressionist and improvised atmosphere in which the brush strokes transmit the artist's emotional expression as well. As a result, in a collection of artworks entitled You and Me, I aimed to capture a mood between East Asian and Islamic calligraphy. In some of my works, I attempt to involve the surrounding space around the work by incorporation protrusions in the texture of the painting to cross the two-dimensional surface of the canvas into three-dimensional volume and space. I have often used modern and classical Persian poems as subtext in my artworks, but I avoid directly referencing their texts. My goal is to create a challenge between the audience and the artworks through the perception of form and texture, so that in a relatively complex process and in the envelope they can achieve the text, theme, and content of the piece. As an artist working in contemporary Iranian calligraphy, I'm still researching different atmospheres, and although today's artists have a great desire to find their style quickly, I expect my journey to discover a personal style to be very long and complex. I hope you find this content useful and interesting. Thank you for your time and attention. In the name of God, hello everyone. My name is Mahmood. I'm a Persian calligrapher and a PhD student of Islamic arts in Tarbiyat Modares University of Iran. It's my pleasure to congratulate you on Hangul Day. I'm also proud to participate in a joint calligraphy exhibition between Korea and Iran. The common feature between Korean and Iranian culture is that both countries respect and promote their native language and script as important parts of their identity. The cultural values, stories, legends, heroes, and collective memory of every nation are preserved in the language and script of that nation. In much the same way, Koreans celebrate the cultural identity and independence by preserving the language and scripts. Iranians are trying to maintain a part of their ancient identity and culture by embracing the Persian language and creating literary and artistic works. Because of these cultural similarities between the two countries, especially with regard to language, script, and the art of calligraphy, it will be possible to develop new cultural and artistic projects in the future. I appreciate your attention and wish you all the best once more.